Hey, what's going on, guys? We're here with Matt and Joe's Media Overload.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Joe.
And you may notice something a little different this week. Right, Joe?
That's right, Matt. You'll notice that not only is there audio, but there is also video.
Video, yes. The title card is in motion, as you can say, because normally this would just be a picture. And we've had several people be like, hey, why is it just a picture? Why is it just sound? You've heard people say that, right?
A lot of people, including a couple of, actually a family member of mine, is like, why isn't your podcast have video?
Because podcasts don't have video. But this one we're doing is a webcast, so it does have video. As you can see, Leica and her walrus are here in the background. She's sleeping. Hopefully she'll sleep the entire time, so we don't have any interruptions. As you can see from this, don't touch her. As you can see from this title card, this is episode 11, and we are going to be talking about music again. We're calling this episode Musical Musings. So we're just going to talk about various things, about music that we like, some maybe current events in music news, some trends in music, things like that. So, where do you want to start with this one, Joe? You had an idea kind of for where to start, didn't you?
Well,
just get the ball rolling.
I don't really have an idea of where to start, but I would say that from our other music podcasts that we did, I didn't have a chance to talk about the band that I really enjoyed was Modest Mouse.
Modest Mouse, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been around for a long time. And they kind of have evolved. They used to be a little 3-piece punk band of sorts, and now they're like a 7-piece, kind of eclectic band.
Yeah.
Anyway, just really love everything that they do.
Yeah, I'm not super familiar with them. Like, honestly, I don't even think I could name a song. But I've heard a bunch of their songs. I like them. I just, like I said, I'm not like a fan.
So how would you know that you like them if you don't know what song they've done?
Because I've heard them. And
Float On is a really popular.
Oh, okay, I have heard that one.
That's a popular one.
Yeah. But you just hear something, you're like, oh, that's good, and I remember what the band was. But
Lonesome Crowded West was probably their best indie type album. It's called Lonesome Crowded West. It's amazing. And then, and I don't know, The Moon in Antarctic was probably the next. That's right before they went to Float On. They did an album called The Moon in Antarctic.
Yeah.
And it was really good. So I don't know, but it was kind of like a U-turn really, because they were like this one-sided like kind of punkish type band, and they sort of evolved. Then you got to Lonesome Crowded West, and then it turned to Moon in Antarctic, and then Moon in Antarctic is when they did Float On, and it was kind of like, and then this whole like different kind of sound.
Yeah.
And then they have like 7 people in the band, and one guy from the Smiths, playing guitar.
Like it's official members of the band.
Yeah.
Not like just touring members?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of went crazy, but I still enjoy it. Because it's still them.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, so I really enjoy that band. I would say that band is my second favorite next to the Smashing Pumpkins.
Really?
Which a lot of people will say is a shit band. But
wait, which one? Modest Mouse or
Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh.
Sorry.
Those people are insane.
Well, and I'm gonna go see them in July. July 24th, I think.
Yeah.
They're gonna be in town. Here in Nashville. Here in Nashville.
Yeah. It's fitting. I'm just gonna say this. It's fitting that we are kind of. We should really do more music episodes, considering we're just like right outside of Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, we're literally like sort of right next to the epicenter of a lot of things going on in the music industry.
Sure.
So we should really do more music episodes. Maybe we can actually do something from Nashville one week or something and stay here in the studio, which you might notice we're still not using the table. I don't know, I kind of like sitting on the floor anymore. I think it's just kind
Yeah,
of.
it's kind of like how we started.
Like,
And
I
think
didn't like it when we were doing it before the table, but since we had the table, I'm like, oh.
The only thing I don't, you know what, the thing that made me not like about the table was that while the computer was up on the table converting the episode that we were doing, we went to move the computer down and it
Unplugged.
like moved the power cord a little bit.
Yeah.
And it unplugged everything and we had to start all the fucking way over.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're ready. I am not already. I am not a fan of the table.
Well, I mean, that was just our mistake, not the table's fault, but
Table can eat a 6-pack of dip.
I don't think you mean that.
But yeah, no, but I mean, there's a charm about the floor.
Yeah.
Everyone can.
I
sit
mean, you'll
on the
notice
floor.
like a lot of things about, even like now that we're doing video and stuff, there's still probably gonna be that little bit of static in the background. And
Yeah,
I like that.
I like that. And everyone can sit.
Just
in
since
the
we're
floor.
talking about music, you know, a lot of like albums and stuff. Sometimes you have a little bit of static on those too. When there's that dead space like between tracks, things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I like that too.
Kind of like that crackle on vinyl,
I like that too.
which
But
is one of the things I want to talk about. Actually.
Okay.
But go ahead and say what you were going to say.
Well, I was just going to say, as I think, hopefully we progress along, we'll have more advanced equipment, and the static will be gone.
I like the static.
I agree. I like it too.
What do you think? People listening at home.
Comment below if you know.
Yeah, if you like the static. I like it.
I mean, I don't mind.
Yeah. So what? I mentioned like the crackle on like vinyl and stuff like that. You like vinyl records? You own many? Because they're kind of having a resurgence in popularity. I don't know that they ever like weren't super popular. Well,
And
I
when
mean,
I was-
they died off, and now
When I was playing in a band, in the mid 2000s, the vinyls were popular, but they were popular amongst kind of like underground indie kind of
hipsters.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
people.
Yeah.
You know, I own a couple of vinyls
Yeah. I
of
do.
bands that I really like,
Mhm.
but I don't listen to them on vinyl.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even own a record player to play them on.
I have a record player, and I have
Yeah.
several vinyl.
Yeah, I mean,
so-
like I used to listen to vinyl records with my bass player in the band,
Uh-huh.
Mr. Justin Lloyd. Shout out Justin Lloyd.
Yeah.
I never owned one, you know. But I owned the vinyls of some bands that I liked just because
Yeah.
I kind of thought they were cool to own.
Yeah. I have Jack White's Ultra LP,
Okay.
which was like a special edition thing he did for his second solo album, Lazaretto. And it has like all like these cool like little gimmicky things. Like
Yeah.
with it, like the A side of the record plays backwards. So you start it in the middle and it plays its way out to the edge. So like, you know, the grooves are reversed.
So you have to start it in the middle
Yeah.
and then it plays backwards.
Yeah, it plays out to the edge instead of the other way around.
Instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
How
And
would
then
you know to do that?
Huh?
How would you know to do that?
Because it was like advertised before the record was released and stuff. And then like it has like on the outer edge, so like your needle doesn't just like run off the record when it's at the end. The last groove is like a circle that
A deep
it'll
one.
get in and it'll just stay in there, and
Uh-huh.
then you know to flip it over. And it actually plays the last like note of the song. It's an instrumental track called Highball Stepper. It actually just plays it like just over and over and over. Like,
So when you flip it over, do you have to bring it back to the center and then it plays?
it
back
plays
out?
from the outer edge that time. But then on the B side, the first track of the B side has a double groove. So depending on where it lands, you'll either have an acoustic guitar intro or an electric guitar intro to the first song.
Well, what if you want one or the other?
It just depends where it lands.
What do you mean it depends on where it lands?
Like when you set the needle down, it just depends which groove it's in.
Well, can you make it go into one groove? Or
I
the
mean,
other?
once like I played with it a few times, I could figure out kind of roughly where to
Oh,
start
okay.
it to like.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, I mean that's cool, but then you'd be like talking to your buddy and you'd be like, "Man, that acoustic start to that one song is really awesome." What the fuck are you talking about? It's electric guitar. It's badass.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? It's acoustic guitar.
Now, if you have like the CD or the like digital version or whatever, it just has like an intro where it has both playing.
I would hope that they're.
together.
You know what? I would just hope they would say it. Okay, well that works too. But I would just hope they would say it somewhere like on the LP, so you wouldn't get like people in fights about that shit. Because I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Like people getting in arguments. Like, dude, that's not how it starts.
And then
Like, yeah, it is.
Then the other cool things, because there's more with this
Okay.
record, it's
Yeah.
really special. It has these special like engravings on it, so when you spin it, it has these little, looks like holograms, but it's not, of angels that like look like they're like floating above the record. I wish we had it here with my record player, because on video you might actually be able to see it.
Oh, wow.
Potentially, we'd have to move the camera, I guess. But yeah, it has like little angels that float above the record. And then, what else? It has other gimmicks. Oh, there's hidden tracks underneath the label of the record.
Huh?
Like, actually, underneath the labels.
So you gotta tear the label off?
Yeah, I could never get it to play.
What the fuck?
I think you're supposed to be able with, like, a special needle. I may be wrong. I may be entirely wrong. You might have to peel them off. I don't know. But they're just, like, alternate versions of songs that are already on it, so you're not, like, missing much. But it's still cool, just knowing that they're there.
God damn. Like fucking vinyl record with 23 different options.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. It's really cool.
I mean, that's neat.
Like I said, it was called the Ultra LP.
I gotta say, it's neat, but kind of aggravating.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool. It's a good record, too. Just
I'll go ahead and say right now. Thank you, Jonathan Strong, for subscribing.
Yeah, thanks.
Tonight, actually.
You're number 12?
Yeah, number
Yeah.
12. Number 12. Subscriber! If you know, if you watch the
Still
other
has
videos,
trouble
you'll
with
know.
that word.
But subscriber, I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
Yeah, with a B.
Subscriber, little
If you wake her
girl.
up, you're going to deal with them.
So what else? So what else we got?
Well, while we were on the subject of vinyl and stuff, a lot of people argue that the sound quality is better on vinyl. Just in your experience listening to vinyl records, would you agree with that?
Nope.
I mean,
Sound quality? Fuck no.
I've heard that argument.
Fuck no. The sound quality isn't better. It just sounds more.
Organic.
Yeah. And for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
here's the way I used to like to do music when I was starting out. I really liked the CD sound because it was digital
Mm-hmm.
or it was studio quality.
Mhm.
Like it was
Yeah.
crisp. Like you could hear everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Did not like live albums. Didn't care for them.
On CD or in general?
In general.
Oh.
Either way. However, once I started playing live, I started appreciating live albums.
See, I like live albums. I always have.
So I started liking them.
Yeah.
But a CD or an album being better quality on an LP, is that what you're saying? On the vinyl, right?
Yeah.
Being better
Mm-hmm.
than a CD?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not possible.
I don't agree with that either, but some people, I think what they're doing is they're saying not what they mean. It's not that the sound quality is better, it's just they prefer that type of sound quality because it
I would agree with
adds
that.
an extra
That's what I'm
atmosphere
saying.
to it. And
Yeah.
I think they're confusing their opinion
Yeah.
with something objective.
Yeah. Because personally, I would rather, even now, I would rather hear a song the way it's intended in the studio more than live. There's very few bands like Smashing Pumpkins. Now, there are some songs that they do live that I prefer.
Uh-huh.
And I have seen myself. But I just, I just like the studio better. You hear everything. That's the way the song is intended.
In some cases, I mean, you could argue that the live show is the way it's intended to be heard, really.
There's a Built to Spill album. That's a live album. That's very good. A lot. I mean, I would put it right in there with all their other albums. But that's one of the few ones, you know.
Yeah.
There's not too many. Like, what did you have? Band that you like that's live that you think is better?
I mean, the White Stripes had a lot of good live albums.
I never heard any of the live
When I
stuff.
say they're better, I don't know that I would say they're better. But I mean, do certain things sound really good live? Maybe perhaps certain tracks sound better live than they do on the album? Yeah, I would say some do. What else? I mean, like, as far as live albums go, like, I have a few, like, some Creedence live albums, but they're not really that great.
Wouldn't hold out for the Creedence though,
Yeah, for real. Or the tape deck.
or the tape deck.
Yeah. I don't know, like, just coming to mind right now, I can't think of any live albums that I would say are better than the studio version, but, like, I could see where people would make the argument that they might prefer the live. I mean, I like the live albums, but I'm not going to sit here and say that they're better. But, like I said, that's subjective. That's just personal taste.
And that is the title card being done. It lasts a lot longer than I really thought it would.
Yeah, it did. And, you know, it might not have smeared. Little aside, last week, like, I had, like, the title card all made out, and, like, I had it propped up, and it fell over, and it got smeared. And, like, just fell over, like, and it smeared it. I had to redo it and stuff. Then later, just as a joke, I, like, hurled it across the room. It went, like, right over there by the window, hit the wall, fell back behind the couch. I went and got it. It was fine. Like, it wasn't smudged at all. And, yeah, this one got smudged. You can't really... Well, you can see the D in Overload's almost completely gone. Whatever. Get that out of here.
Fuck you, title card.
Okay, so back on the topic of, like, LPs and CDs, all that stuff. What's your opinion on this? Because I know a lot of people, like, in this new age of, like, digital streaming, all that stuff, a lot of people still prefer to own a physical copy of, not just with CDs, but all mediums. Like, actually own, like, a physical copy. I know, I like having a physical copy. I would rather, like, if a new album comes out, go buy a CD and download it digitally, even though that option is there.
And not to interrupt you, but as I'm buying more and more video games, especially video games, like indie little video games and this and this and this, like, I can't have all physical copies of those things. So now I'm starting to kind of push towards digital on those. Yeah. But I still like owning the physical copies. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Especially if it's something that I really like.
Like maybe now I'll pick like a certain whatever game it is or artist I like and own a physical copy of whatever it is.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean, I know like a lot of people care. A lot of people would only have the physical copies, but I mean, you know, with the times, you pretty much have to have.
I mean, I already have like fucking 6 boxes of Xbox games in my closet back in the bedroom that I can't even, I can't play, but I have them. You know, they're just in boxes. Yeah. I'm not going to sell them because I'm a miser. You know, I want to keep them. You know, so just you know, for whatever reason. Maybe I open a game store one day and have one inventory of every game that came out for the Xbox.
Awesome. You can do that.
Anyway.
If this doesn't work out for you, you can always do that.
Well, you gotta have a fallback plan then.
Yeah. Mine is to open a coffee shop.
A coffee shop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, coffee shop.
Okay. So what sets your coffee shop apart from other coffee shops?
I'll be there. Well, let's see what's funny about that.
You'll be there. What difference does that make?
Are you kidding?
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
no.
be there
I mean,
making
no.
Hey, make the TV do the thing.
Oh.
We have the
So-
TV.
sorry, guys,
The
we got-
TV's providing our stage light.
We're highly.
Oh, that's already better, and it's not even.
Oh well, no, it's gonna stay low for a minute here.
I know, but it's already better because
It's already
there's
better.
Some.
Sorry, folks. The hell just happened?
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, our lighting assistants they went on strike, so we have to do our own lighting.
Yeah, they need. They're starting a union.
Fuckers. All right, what were we saying?
I don't know. Let's talk about music.
Okay.
So did you hear about Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, they're getting back together, right?
Fleetwood Mac?
Yeah, like they're getting like the
Yeah.
band's getting back together to tour and stuff, right?
But
Lindsey
Buckingham.
Buckingham is
out
out skis.
of the band.
They were like, "Yo, dude." He was like, "Yeah, dudes," and they were like,
No, dude.
"No, exactly,
He was like, dude.
dude,
They're like, dude.
dude," and he was like, "All right." He was like,
Okay, dude.
He was like, "Okay, dude," and he walked off.
That's exactly how the conversation went.
And then he walked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange. I mean, I read about an article or two about that, but there was no like really
Mhm.
solid reason as to why.
Yeah,
You know, it's strange.
it is strange.
I wonder what happened.
I don't know. If you know, comment below.
If you know,
Do you like Fleetwood Mac?
man, that's a tough question because I'm one of these guys that, I appreciate classic rock,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't like it. It doesn't jive with me.
I mean, I like classic rock, but I've never been like a huge Fleetwood Mac.
I mean, there are a couple of bands that I like. Led Zeppelin, I can get into.
Mhm.
Black Sabbath. Shit, man. But like, I'm not a Beatles fan.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit last
Yeah,
week.
not a Beatles fan.
I'm not either.
Yeah,
I don't really understand the hype. of the Beatles.
Me neither. And I can listen to some of those songs and be like, okay, that's a nice song. Like Yesterday. Like that's a really pretty song. I get it.
I like Come Together.
But yeah, I mean I get it. But also like when I was like learning to play guitar, like my guitar teachers always like, we're great, we're playing these Beatles songs, we're all open keys, and I was like, fucking damn. Like I'm done with the Beatles.
Mhm.
Do something else, So I understand what they've done for like the popularity of music,
the significance, the
right? But
impact.
But I just don't care. I just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There was another. I used to like back when I was younger, and I was like really on a high horse about that kind of stuff. Because a lot of people were like, "You don't like the Beatles? You're a motherfucker," and
Wow.
But there was another band that was doing stuff kind of like the Beatles. Now it's just escaped me now. I had that band in my head back then as a counter to it, but I can't remember the name of the band. Comment below if you know.
Rolling Stones.
No, it wasn't a popular band. It was like a tiny band, like you never would have heard of. Like they were doing the same stuff the fucking Beatles were.
Yeah.
And they just weren't popular.
Yeah.
They just didn't get big. So.
I don't know.
So, but I mean, I will say that song Yesterday, very pretty, very sad.
Mm-hmm.
I do enjoy that song. That's it. That's the only song I will admit to enjoying by the Beatles. Period.
Now, I mentioned "Come Together" earlier, like a few minutes
I
ago.
mean, Come Together's okay.
I like it.
Oh. Alright. Alright, I'll go with that one too. Alright. Yesterday, Come Together.
Yeah, I can't really think of any others that I like. Yeah, just not a Beatles fan.
You like the Kings of Leon? Have we talked about them?
Yeah, I mean, I like them. I'm not saying I'm a huge fan.
We're both doing the same fucking thing, right? Do you like music, Matt? Hey, Matt.
They're based out of Nashville, aren't they?
Yeah.
Kings of Leon?
Yeah. Named after their dad. He was a preacher.
His name was King of Leon.
He was Leon. And apparently there were kings of him.
Mm.
I think the dog's dead.
She's sleepy. So. But yeah, we were talking about Fleetwood Mac, and we kind of got off of that.
Yeah.
I mean, Landslide's a good song.
I think the Smashing Pumpkins did a better job of that song than Fleetwood Mac did.
A cover that's better than the original.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, we talked about that earlier.
Oh yeah. Are there any other covers that you?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Really? That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, this one's.
I mean, I think they knocked it out of the park.
I think that Johnny Cash's cover of "Hurt" is better than Nine Inch Nails.
You think so?
I do, yes. But I'm a huge Johnny Cash fan, and also it's, considering he died shortly after it was released and stuff, I think makes it more powerful too. So.
Well, that's kind of true. Even
he said that.
You're right.
That's Johnny Cash's song.
Trent Reznor said that
Yeah.
when he heard it, he was like, "Man, damn it!" He was like like breaking up with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because it was now Johnny's.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
I think it's better, but
But the problem is that I
like both versions.
I used to listen to the Nine Inch Nails version so much though that it just really is more powerful to me.
Yeah.
But as you said, in the timeline of when Johnny Cash died and he covered that song, I don't know if it beats it, but I would say it's right there with it.
They're both really good versions.
Yes. But
I think that's a testament to the songwriting too.
Was that
some
the last
songs,
song that he did? Before he died?
It was among his last recordings released before he died. I mean, they're still releasing Johnny Cash recordings all the time.
They are?
Yeah. With Johnny Cash albums coming out all the time.
Crazy. I gotta get my fucking. Sorry guys. God, my legs are killing me.
Are there any other songs you can think of that maybe covers are better? I'll tell you one that I like a lot, kind of more obscure one, would be Sturgill Simpson is like a country Americana singer, kind of sounds more like old school country stuff. He did a cover of the song "The Promise" by When in Rome, which is like a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the song, for those of you who don't know, if you've seen, Napoleon Dynamite, it's the song that...
They covered that song?
Sturgill Simpson did a cover of it, but he turns it into, a ballad.
Okay.
And it's
I would like to hear this.
It's really good. I like it a lot. I think it's better than the original.
Really?
I do.
I really like the original,
But I
too.
love Sturgill Simpson, and I like country, old school sounding country.
Okay.
It's done as an old school sounding
I
ballad.
really like When in Rome.
Yeah.
So I would be very curious to hear this song.
We'll listen to it and get your reaction for the after show.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Comment below if you know after the after show. Because we can't play it right now because it's probably copyright or some shit.
Yeah, we'll get your reaction for it. And it's definitely copywritten. I I mean, I wouldn't say it's necessarily better, but I really like the White Stripes. I always go back to the White Stripes. You with Smashing Pumpkins and me with the White Stripes, but that's fine. Whatever.
They're good.
Their cover of Jolene I really like, which is actually a live recording. Like Dolly Parton's Jolene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the other Jolene, which is also a really good song.
But aren't the White Stripes from Detroit? They're not from Nashville.
Yes. I didn't say they were.
Oh,
What's that? Where did that come into play?
I thought you said they were from Nashville.
No.
Oh.
Never.
Oh.
No, I mean, Jack lives in Nashville now. I think
Yeah.
Meg does too, actually.
Really?
Or maybe not. I don't know. They're not a thing anymore. And,
Why'd they get divorced?
well, they were divorced before the band even really got going.
Why'd they get divorced though?
Just didn't like being married anymore, I guess. But they stayed together as a band for years.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, they tried to like play it off like they're brother and sister. For a long time. Or, I don't know about a long time. It didn't last long. And people figured it out, like found like the records or something where they had been married. But yeah, they got divorced and stayed together, and they were a band. Which, you know, if you call it a band, I mean, even Jack White said not too long ago that it was basically him. Like it was basically him solo, and she played drums and sang occasionally.
She wasn't very good on drums, apparently.
She was fine.
Yeah, but she was very simplistic.
She did what she needed to do. Sounds fine in the end. I'm not going to sit here and say she's one of the greatest drummers of all time. That would be absurd. That's Tommy Lee Jones.
I would say it's Jimmy Chamberlain.
I'm just referencing our other music episode where you said Tommy Lee Jones was the drummer.
Wait, what?
You said that. For those of you listening, you know, in episode 5, our first music episode, Joe accidentally said Tommy Lee Jones. We're going to listen to it. We're going to talk about that day after.
Instead of I
Instead
know.
of Tommy Lee, when
okay.
he
Okay.
was
okay,
in the
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fucking Jimmy Chamberlain.
You think is the greatest drummer of all time?
Yep.
I'm gonna say Tommy Lee.
Molly Crew.
Yeah, I think he's the greatest.
He played with the Smashing Pumpkins.
I know, that's what the whole thing when you said Tommy Lee Jones was in reference to, when you were talking about that exact thing.
Yeah, but these people don't remember. Now we have a video.
I bet Jeremy does. If Jeremy's
They're
listening,
gonna
he
watch.
remembered that.
Now they're gonna watch the video and go, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Because you didn't listen to the podcast, you'd rather watch us talk to each
I think
other.
they listen to the podcast.
Why would you rather watch us talk to each other?
Because they want to see all these movements we do.
Do we do that many movements?
I don't know. Anyway, what else you want to talk about music related? ABBA! ABBA's coming back. Have you heard about that?
No.
ABBA?
No.
After
No.
like 35 years, they're releasing some new.
I
I'm
don't-
not really excited
No,
about it.
I
I'm
don't-
just
I don't-
saying it because it's been in the news.
I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care either.
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, it's news. I'm just saying it. Some of our listeners might like ABBA. You like Dancing Queen?
Yay. ABBA did that? Oh. I like ABBA. If you like ABBA,
Joe suddenly cares about this news story now.
if you like ABBA, comment below.
Yeah. I mean, they did like all the music that's in Mamma Mia.
Isn't that a video game where you're cooking?
No.
Oh,
Well,
that's
it might be.
Oh, that's Cooking Mama.
Oh, okay. No, Mamma Mia is like a musical, and then it was made into a movie, and
Oh.
it's getting a sequel and all that stuff.
Oh.
Who cares?
Cooking Mama probably would have been better to do.
Yeah. ABBA did the music for it as well.
For Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
Dancing Queen! Put the eggs over here. Omelet. Here. Bread on top of beef. What the hell was I making?
You know, a lot of people, I know, I'm just going to move past that.
You just fucking ignored what I was doing. I was doing eggs, beef.
And Dancing Queen, I know.
No Dancing Queen, just playing in the background.
I know.
Eggs, beef, tortilla, jalapenos, flauta, taco.
Okay, moving past that, I want to talk about. I know a lot of people consider ABBA to be sort of like a guilty pleasure band, or whatever. You have any guilty pleasure music, Joe? Like some things that like you listen to that.
I like the Goo Goo Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls? Is that really guilty pleasure?
It was in the 90s.
Was it? Really?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have thought so. Like, yeah, make the TV do the thing again.
Oh no. Okay, sorry guys.
It's our light.
Hold on.
It's our light.
Hold on. Our light guy quit again on us.
Strike.
Guilty pleasure. Yeah, no. Goo Goo Dolls.
Really? Like, you consider that guilty pleasure?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even consider that a guilty pleasure. I'm thinking more like I listen to like a lot of like pop music. Like,
Oh, man, I gotta tell you, I like Katy Perry.
I do too.
Um,
Not like every song, but a lot of it.
but who else? Not the poppy kind of punk girl.
Avril Lavigne.
Yes.
Oh, dude, love Avril Lavigne.
Yes.
That's not even guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
That,
no,
I'll just own that.
What?
I like Lady Gaga. I listen to Lady Gaga.
I like her too.
I listen to a lot of pop music. Like,
Dude, pop music's fine. I mean, you know, here's the thing. Even, like, alternative rock, like, because we're so out of the loop, to be honest with you, alternative rock is so... The way they record the songs now, or kind of a pop sense.
yeah, and we talked about that in the first music
that's
episode.
right, we did.
Yeah.
We
Joe,
did.
keep up.
So anyway, if you haven't heard that episode, and we talked
Episode
about
5.
that then... Pay the fuck attention.
Yeah.
So... What the hell was that? Oh.
That's not what that was. That was just a diversion.
You click like over.
Okay, so yeah, you were saying that a lot of alternative rock is kind of poppy now.
Yeah, the way they record it,
But we've already
the way
talked.
they produce it.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with pop music. It's just it is.
Just the direction the fucking product goes. Like we talked about,
Well, I mean,
music's a product. It's not artistically infused or
Well, it is
directed
It can
anymore.
be.
Well, not in the mainstream. No, it's a product.
For the most part, I mean, in the mainstream, yes, that is the
Mainstream
goal.
product. Yes.
But you know, with pop music, like strictly pop, that's what it's intended to be from the start, and that's
Right.
why it's acceptable. It's when it starts bleeding, and I think we mentioned this in episode 5 too. When it starts bleeding into the other things and starts draining the art out of other forms of music, that's when it bothers me.
Mm.
But pop, for pop's sake, is fine.
Yeah.
That's a genre. I
Yeah, I
listen to
agree.
a lot
I
of pop.
agree.
Some of it I wouldn't want to. You know who I really love, like really, really like a lot? Shakira. I listen to Shakira.
What is that one video, man? What is that video?
All of them.
What? Yeah, but that one where she's like writhing around on the mud or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Anyway.
There's the one She-Wolf where she's like in that like skin tone bodysuit,
What?
so it kind of looks like she's like
I haven't seen that.
like nude.
I haven't seen that.
Well, you're going to watch it. We're going to have a reaction in the after show. The
Comment below if you know!
I like listening to the Spanish versions of her songs. Like, not the English versions, but the Spanish versions.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I think it sounds better.
You know what? I listen to Spanish every fucking day at work.
Mm-hmm.
I just sit there and I listen to my boss. I'm not being offensive. I'm not being offensive.
Speak Spanish?
Yes, he's from Honduras.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
And he just blah blah. I'm not going blah 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 to be offensive. I'm just saying blah blah.
I'm
Like,
offended.
I don't know what he's
Spanish.
saying, but I know a few words, so I can pick up like on like, basura and
Trash?
like libre, like books or the like biblioteca or the the baño or every once in a while like a Spanish word is an English word and then I can kind of put that into what he's probably talking about and then use context clues and figure it out. It's like it's crazy every day of my life.
Do you like mariachi music?
Sure.
I do. I love it.
Yeah, but you know what? Mariachi music kind of descends from polka.
Yeah, it does. There's definitely a similarity.
Yeah.
So I guess that leads into, do you like polka?
I like polka. I like the accordion. I can never play it.
Man, I like all kinds of music
Yeah.
if it sounds good.
I mean, there's only you could say that there's probably only. I would say there's probably only two types of musics that I could say that I hate. That I could honestly say that I hate.
and that would be
Supreme gangster rap where they're sitting there like talking about how much money they have and they're in their gold teeth and they're in their pool and their gold dick or whatever. I don't know.
their gold dick.
I don't know. And
In a pool with a gold dick.
and for me, the other side, and truly and honestly, is country that sounds like pop.
Yes.
And for me, that's a lot of country though now.
Nowadays, yes.
But there is a few songs that straight up sound like it should be like on the pop radio.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It doesn't even sound like country.
Yeah, like if you didn't know any better, you would think like you accidentally changed
It was a pop station.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying there should be an accent. There's no accent on the singer. And the music behind it doesn't even sound like guitars or nothing.
And like the references in the lyrics don't even apply to country. Like there's literally nothing country about it.
There's no talk of drinking. There's no talk about the wife leaving with your dog. There's no talk of, you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, you're kind of doing broad strokes, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
You didn't fuck the sheep.
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Merle Haggard's I Didn't Fuck the Sheep.
Merle Haggard's I Didn't Fuck the Sheep. Oh man, that's good. That
was the title track, actually.
I didn't fuck the sheep.
Oh boy. There are a lot of old country songs. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's not one like that. Like, especially like David Allan Coe had like a lot of like dirty, like songs. What?
Ew.
What?
Ew.
What's the David Allan Coe or
dirty songs? Like, was he fucking sheep?
No, he had like a song about like I think there was like one like.
Was it about fucking bitches?
If you know what I'm talking about, then leave it in the comments. We'll probably look it up right after this stuff. But he has like this. I think it's like several songs actually about like this chick named like Blowjob Becky or Betty or something like that. I'm not kidding. Like, we'll look them up.
My mom's name's Becky.
Oh my god! You have to hear this song. It might be.
What? Why?
It might be Betty. I can't remember. But yeah, he has a bunch of dirty songs. That was like one of his things he did. But you know. We're gonna have to write a country song called "I Dare Fuck the Sheep." And in our next,
I didn't fuck the Vulture Birds.
The Vulture Birds. That's
Yeah.
that's our band.
That's our band.
By the way.
Have we talked about our band yet?
You mentioned in one of our after shows, I think, that there might be music on the way.
The Vulture Birds.
The Vulture Birds, yes.
The Vulture Birds. We didn't. I didn't fuck my mom. Is that the name?
I
of
didn't
the song?
fuck the sheep.
Oh.
We're gonna write the song.
I didn't fuck my mom. Oh, the sheep.
Is it worse or better?
No, that's the name of the song.
No, but
I
which
didn't fuck my
scenario
mom.
is
Oh, the sheep.
the sheep is worse?
Comment below if you know.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about this.
I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, let's not even think about it. So yeah, for the music episode that we're doing.
You either fuck
No, we're not going to talk about it.
the person that gave birth to you,
Yes, your mother, or
or
a sheep.
an innocent animal that knows not what that you are doing.
Maybe they do. Does that make it okay?
Let's continue.
So,
Comment below if you know.
ABBA's coming back.
You already said that.
I know. I'm just trying to get away from the sheep mom conundrum. Yeah, so we talked about guilty pleasure music, and we were talking about pop. I mean, you know, I think Dave Grohl actually was quoted as saying like something along the lines. So it's not really a quote. I'm just paraphrasing. He said that, would you stop messing with her because I don't want to wake her up. She's sleeping soundly and sweetly. No, Dave Grohl said something about like how you shouldn't like have guilty pleasures because you shouldn't feel guilty about liking any kind of music, and I kind of agree with that. But I still like the term guilty pleasure because when you say that, people know what you mean. And you're just making a face. Do you agree with that though? That you should not feel guilty for liking music of any kind?
You stopped my walrus.
Because we're doing a pod webcast.
No, we're doing a
A
cast pod.
pod.
Yeah, we're doing a cast pod.
They don't get the reference. Why don't you explain it?
Oh, so earlier,
My dad called me.
yeah,
Right
Matt's
before we
father,
started recording.
right before we started getting everything together.
Yes.
And I don't know, they were talking about some other stuff. I couldn't understand. But one thing I heard through the phone was his dad said, "Are y'all doing the cast pod?"
And I was just like,
And Matt said yes.
yes. Like,
And he was like, "Oh, okay." So we're doing a cast
we're
pod,
doing a cast pod.
which means we have video.
Yes. This is a cast pod. Everything else you were
Podcasts
listening
or
to is
audio.
podcast.
Cast pods have video.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the difference.
That's it. We've been more.
Your father knew. Your father knew.
Who knew? I didn't.
Well, I didn't. I didn't either.
He's a wise man.
Man, how does he know?
He's wise.
How does he know?
I don't know. What else do you want to say about music?
Man.
Oh, you know, you asked me why I like listening to, like, Shakira and stuff, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Spanish. I don't think I ever actually got to answer the question because we moved past it. I don't know. Like, I think it's... I don't know. Like, I think it sounds better because, like, she has that with her accent and stuff. I mean, it's just like how she talks, so it sounds more natural when she's singing in Spanish, I suppose.
Right.
And then also, I think it has something to do with just, I think, to a lot of people, like listening to music that you don't understand is appealing. I imagine that's why things like opera and stuff are appealing to some people.
You know what? I really like opera.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
I think it, like, something about it, like, there's a beauty to it when you don't actually understand what's being said. Like an added element. I don't know. Like because you're truly immersing yourself in the sound.
Like in the Star Wars movies where the Ewoks are singing their shit, and then when they added the other stuff in the Return of the Jedi, where the guy was like, ooh, eat, ba ba ba, ba 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 da ba, and they all started dancing around you like, all right.
Yes, George Lucas, this is what was missing from your movie. So glad you added that in. That was awful. I don't like that one bit.
Okay, sorry.
Do you like it?
Well, I mean, I see what you're saying.
Do you like it?
Do it.
Our light! Our light!
Sorry, guys.
We gotta start paying that guy.
I know, this guy is just terrible. Keep it on, man! Keep it on, motherfucker! Don't you? That's what I thought.
That's better.
That's what I thought. Man, you son of a bitch.
Anyway. But yeah, I think that there's an appeal to it, listening to things that aren't...
Whoa. Did you see what he just did? Did you see what he just did?
There's this really funny song, I don't know if you've ever heard it before. But it's... I can't remember who sings it. Are you even listening?
Get off my pillows.
You're alone. Let her sleep.
No, what?
There's this song...
I was looking at the dude that was fucking...
Okay, listen. There's no dude. It's you with a remote controlling the TV.
No, the guy in the fucking balcony.
The balcony in your living room?
Yeah, with the bears and the deers and the turkey.
That's wallpaper, Joe.
That's balcony.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, so there's this song. It's by some Italian guy. I can't remember his name or whatever. But the song is called something like Precinco 99 Chiuso.
Huh?
And yeah. And it is a song that is an Italian guy singing it's gibberish, what he thinks American pop music sounds like. And it's hilarious. Because, like, we do stuff like that. Like, you were going blah, blah, blah earlier, but, people, like, do, like Spanish, and they'll just say gibberish that, like, kind of has, like, the inflection and the syllables and, the vowel sounds that make it sound like, give the illusion that you're speaking Spanish, and maybe some people wouldn't know any difference. So this is an Italian guy doing that with American music. And I actually really like the song. I think it's really funny. But it's like, he's basically it's gibberish. It's nothing but gibberish, but it's what Italian people think American music sounds like. And it's really funny. We'll listen to it, too, after this, and we'll talk about it, because you really
yeah, I've just got a blank stare.
Like, it's just like...
Alright.
Like, they just go, alright, like a bunch of times in random places, because American music does that. Like, a lot of songs, they'll just...
What about,
say,
like, Rammstein?
What's that?
Rammstein.
I don't know. Yeah, you saying it in a different voice is not going to help me understand.
Rammstein.
What is that?
It's a German fucking heavy metal band that's been around for years.
Oh, okay.
Du hast mich.
But they're speaking German.
Du hast, you hate me.
Okay.
You never heard Du hast mich?
No.
You never heard Du hast?
No. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You need to watch With Reckless Abandon's Alien Isolation episode number 8.
Yeah, okay, I won't do that. But is the song in there?
We talk about myself and Chris doing a science or a Spanish project on it. A Spanish project on a German heavy metal band.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes.
How would you do that, considering you don't speak Spanish?
Well, I'll tell you.
Okay, I'd love to hear it. I'm sure everyone would love to hear it.
Hey!
If you don't want to hear it, stop listening now.
Comment below.
Why would
So,
they comment below if they want to hear your weird?
We were in
blab?
Spanish class. It was me and Chris.
Oh, so this goes back.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know like it had its genesis long ago. I thought like this was some random thing you came up with recording with Reckless Abandons.
No,
thing.
this is an actual thing.
Okay, see, I didn't know that
I was
because
in
nothing you said alluded to that before, so I'm surprised.
I was in high school.
Yeah.
With Chris, which was one of the guys from the Reckless Abandons.
Yes.
And we had another guy, and we did we had to do a project on a band.
Mm-hmm.
It was a just
Green
band,
or black.
and we had to do it in Spanish, but we did it on Rammstein, the German heavy metal band, right?
Yeah.
So we were in a truck, we were driving, going off-road, off all the stuff. The guy was driving us in a truck. We were talking about Rammstein in English.
Of course.
And then when we were done, we were at his house, and we poured gasoline in his driveway in the shape of an R and lit it on fire, and we kept running and jumping in between. And then when we got to the class after they watched the video, now the video's not over yet though. So what we did was watch the video. We talked about what happened in the video in Spanish. We translated it, you know. And we talked about it in front of the class. But then we did a final live video of the band Rammstein. The problem is that we watched the video before it was on VHS, before, you know, we did the presentation, and didn't rewind it back to where it was supposed to be. And when they did a live performance, this guy was swinging a rubber cock around with like white liquid coming out of it.
Oh my god.
So when we played the video, that's what was happening.
That's wonderful.
And some girl in the class goes, "What is that?" And I go, "Ah!" Like that's what I did. I audibly went, "Ah!"
That's hilarious.
Turn it off.
Oh boy.
We got a B+.
Really?
Yeah.
After all that?
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So what you got?
I still haven't heard of that band before.
You've never heard of Rammstein?
No, never.
God, okay. We're gonna have to.
Are they like? Do they have mainstream popularity in
Yeah.
the U.S. or is this okay? So this isn't like some. obscure
I mean,
thing
they're a German band.
I know, but they are well known.
Well,
in the
they
US.
were.
It's
They
not
were.
Like some
I mean, they
obscure
were.
thing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not as popular now. They were in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like in the 90s. So anything?
I mean, I assume there's more we could talk about. This is why I always tell the fans that they should suggest potential topics for us.
All right. Hey, yeah, guys.
Because I would love to like go to the comments and be like, "Hey, this person suggested that we should talk about this in this episode." That's cool, and we would do that. And so far, how many times has that happened to you?
I think 0.
I'm counting 0.
And we've also this is our 11th week.
Yep, episode
Right?
11. Yep.
It's our 11th week. We've been doing this for 2 months.
Over 2 months.
You people know. You know what we're doing. Now you have a video. Now you have, look, video. Look.
It moves.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. You don't want the audio. Well, it's the same freaking thing. You're just watching me and Matt talk, and I'm drinking a beer, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Here's an interesting thing. Music videos. Adds that visual element to something that's meant to be heard. Music.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like music videos?
Back in the day, I don't like them now.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think that they've gotten better?
No, I think music videos now are kind of like a faux pas. I think it's kind of like it's like a 90s thing. Like to have a music video is kind of like...
You're saying it's pointless?
Yeah.
At a time when, actually sharing videos is really easy.
No. Nobody's going to see it though. Like you used to see it on MTV, or you used to see it on...
Vivo.
Yeah.
Nowadays. There's plenty of ways to see music videos. MTV still exists.
But they don't show music videos.
They're like...
They do for maybe an hour in a 24-hour period.
Side channels do too.
Yeah, MTV2 that like nobody has, right? Yeah, that works. Or MTVU that nobody has as well.
That's why people have YouTube and Vivo and stuff like that, though.
What are you talking about?
That's where people watch music videos now. What's your favorite music video of all time? What do you think the best music video of all time is?
Oh man. I think I'm going to say Smashing Pumpkins. Oh, but what is the name of the song?
I didn't fuck the sheep.
Oh, damn it.
That's a cover that's better than the original.
It's been
I mean, Merle Haggard did it so well, but the Smashing Pumpkins cover.
What was the name of that song? It was in black and white. It was off of Machina.
I don't know. The video was in black and white.
Hush. Machina. It was like voted one of the worst music videos.
And you're going to say it's one of the best?
I really like it.
Like worst of all time or worst among the Smashing Pumpkins?
One of the worst of all time.
Really? I don't know.
That's another one we should probably watch.
Yeah, if you can.
What was it called?
Comment below, but by then it'll be too late. But still, go ahead and comment because
I'm gonna pick it up here in a minute. I feel so stupid that I can't remember it.
You know what I think the best music video of all time is?
What?
Uptown Girl, Billy Joel.
Uptown Girl.
Have you seen the video?
No.
It's great.
I've never seen it.
It's amazing. I love it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, dude, I think it's the best music video of all time. I really do. I'm not saying this is like a joke because it sounds ridiculous. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it is legitimately...
I really like this song.
I do too. I love Billy Joel.
Yeah, Billy Joel's amazing. Uptown Girl.
Don't sing too much of it because we might have to pay him. He's not that amazing.
There you go.
Okay.
So you do it.
Yeah. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
I'm going to try to find what that song is you're talking about.
It is like The One You Love. Oh, I'm gonna feel so stupid once you tell me what it is. I'm gonna be like, oh god damn it, that's right.
Stand Inside Your Love?
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, we'll watch that. We'll talk about that in the after show as well. I should have been making a list of all the things that we need to talk about in the after
You
show.
need to talk about.
Which you have not uploaded last week's after show.
I haven't.
As
guys.
of this moment.
I haven't, guys. I haven't. It's coming.
It's coming, yeah. In fact, we might get one of them uploading here.
Content explosion. That's what we call the.
When we have no content
The
for
end of that's
extended
yeah
amount
no
of
that's
time.
what we call the end of the month when content explosion.
Yeah, I'm saying like when
Um,
we have not had a lot of content for a span of time and we release it all at once.
Right,
That
because there
is
was
the
one week
content
where we didn't have
explosion.
any videos.
No videos?
Yeah,
We haven't had a week with nothing.
yeah,
since
there
we-
is. There was
No.
one
We've
week
done
where
a
you were
podcast
no,
every
no, but yeah,
Oh,
podcasts.
videos.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And there was one week where we were
That was
like,
2
no.
weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah,
That was the week we did the other video game episode.
yeah.
The second video game episode. Yeah, we didn't
No,
have
we
any
didn't
videos
video.
that week. Hopefully everyone likes those videos.
I'm hoping everybody likes the videos because it's a video now. I
Yeah.
mean,
But the best video we will ever make is coming, and that is when we do the music video for I didn't fuck the sheep. I have sheep, so we can use them for the video. But we didn't fuck the sheep. That's the thing. That's the.
I don't think you said it loud enough. What was it again, Matt?
I didn't fuck the sheep.
The video for I didn't.
The
fuck
vulture
sheep.
birds.
The vulture birds. I didn't fuck.
I
the
didn't
sheep.
fuck the sheep. Yes. Why don't we talk about the vulture bird since we addressed it and
Oh, and the lighting
It's-
guy decided to show back up. What? What about it?
well, I mean, we mentioned it, so we might as well talk directly to the fans. The Vulture Birds is a band that Joe and I are starting. That was impressive. You should have had that on camera more.
Mm.
Meh. I mean, what do you want to say about it? It's a two-piece band.
Yep.
Sort of like,
We're
going to be kind of experimental as far as genre goes. Not really going to pigeonhole ourselves.
yeah. I don't. And no one of us is tied to a single instrument. I don't think.
Yeah. I think we're going to be like Simon and Garfunkel. Right? Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, we're going to do covers of pop songs and mariachi. I'm just...
Yeah, that's funny. I used to be in a mariachi band in college.
Of course you were. You had a cult. You were in a... How were you... Okay, explain this to me. I gotta hear about it. What was it called?
The name was what's it called? Like Super Mariachi Band or some stupid shit.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And well, so at the dorm where they just tore down.
Did you sing in Spanish?
But no, one guy had a trumpet. I had a guitar, and
Sombreros?
yeah, we like dressed up. And
I would hope
it
so.
was so
Otherwise you'd look like a
they would
bunch of
they would
morons.
call it like a loud hour or something, like free hour or something.
Uh-huh.
Where you could be as loud as you wanted to, but like you had to like you couldn't be like banging on people's doors and shit. But so we would come down, and my buddy had the trumpet, and I had the guitar, and another guy had a little drum, and we'd be like, Super Mariachi Band! And then we all played at the same time.
So you didn't sing?
No.
Oh.
And then we just, like, we would run around the dorm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's fun.
Yeah,
We should do that.
it's fun. Super Mariachi Band.
Yeah. So the difference in us doing this as a video instead of audio is that you can see all the stuff that Joe does when he starts getting bored with what we're talking about. You can also see how red his face turns when he starts laughing.
It's true. Yep.
So is that it? We done?
I think we're done.
Alright guys, so this has been our second music episode. Thanks for watching up to this point. I mean, if you're still with us after 11 episodes, thanks. I mean, that's awesome. Really appreciate it. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe to the channel, comment, like I said, make suggestions. If you're in the general, like, Middle Tennessee, Nashville area, and you would like to come be a guest on the podcast, let us know. We definitely would love to have more
We will
guests.
have you on. We will have you on.
We'll have you. You can sit right here or right over there, or you can even sit really close to the screen if we're doing another video. Dumbass. And you can be part of the fun if you choose.
You should be part of the fun.
Yeah.
Everybody should be part of the fun. Come hang out. Matt and Joe's Media Overload Studios is the best place. The best place to be.
Absolutely. 100%. I don't know what I would do if I wasn't here every week.
I mean, if I didn't have this place to live in, I would be living on the streets.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
That would be sad.
Hmm?
Don't let Joe end up on the streets.
Please. Help.
So, until next time, well, do we know what we're going to be talking about next week?
What are we talking about next
I mean, we have a few things lined up as potential topics, but I don't know if anything's set in stone.
This isn't set in stone, but I'm leaning towards, since the new Venom trailer is out.
Yes.
Talking about Venom and some Spider-Man
Spideyverse,
villains.
basically.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
And
his Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, they're symbiotes and symbiotes or whatever.
And we'll talk
And,
comics, TV,
man,
movies,
that whole
video
setup,
games.
That whole setup is great. It's probably one of my most favorite parts about Spider-Man. I'll be honest.
Venom.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Venom and the Carnage and all that stuff. Yeah. I love it. So anyway.
Yeah. So we'll definitely talk about that. Yeah, let's do that next week.
Sure.
It's set in stone. Next week will be Spidey, Venom, all that stuff.
Stone Venom things.
So until next time, I'm Matt.
And I'm Joe.
And this is
Matt and Joe's Media Overload.
Okay, now you have to
Now we have to
turn it off.
Alright, this is a bad part about the whole process. Oh.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks guys.